Our Talk. A weekly program with guests activating in different fields.
Chaque fois que je pense à elle, la plaie revit et ça fait mal. Tout à coup c'était le soleil, sans abri tout devient fatal. Oh mon Dieu comme elle était belle, en la voyant tout devenait pâle. Étoile filante dans mon sommeil, je trouvais dans mes nuits une rivale. Moi ya Jilali, dawi al-hal. Moi ya Jilali, dawi al-hali. Moi ya Lali.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome on our waves. In our talk today, we have a very special guest known throughout all Algeria and Europe as well. Algerian singer, composer, songwriter, and of course, guitar player, Djamel Laroussi. We are so happy to have you in our studio.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So our listeners know your music and songs, but not necessarily the young artist who was fond of art. And could you tell us about your childhood and the beginning of your love for art?
It's not complicated, you know. When you are a musician, normally you should be born musician, you know. I think I was born musician because when I was very young, I already loved music. Mm-hmm. My mother used to sing. In my family, we used to hear music. Not too much, but quite a lot.
What kind of music?
All kind of music. All kind of music. My sisters and my brothers, they were hearing like pop music, funk music, and also Algerian music, of course. My mother used to sing a lot, you know, while cooking, like Kabil songs. She's from Bijaya, my mother, and also like Algerian songs in general. And so I grew up like I was the only one who wanted to play an instrument. So I have been in the conservatory, learning Andalus music. It was a great time, but I didn't have the opportunity to have an instrument. So I was like very sad that I couldn't get a mandolin, you know, so I stopped. And all my friends, they were like having instruments like guitars and whatever. And I didn't have an instrument, and it was like it was a shame, you know. For me, I felt like bad. So I stopped going to this conservatory, and then I later on I got a guitar like a gift from my uncle, the brother of my mother. And he brought me a guitar, so I started to learn on this guitar. But when I remember, this guitar was really very hard to play. But because I didn't know that it was very hard to play, it was for me normal. Mm-hmm. So you can do anything. When it's not forbidden, everything is possible. Yeah. So this guitar was really not meant for a young boy like me, you know. So, but I couldn't challenge the situation. Mm-hmm. So I learned to play with a hard guitar. So later on, when I had electric guitar, it was so easy to play because the electric guitar is really easy to play.
You learned the hard way.
Yeah. I learned it the hard way, yes.
So the first instrument that you fell in love with, if you can say so, was the guitar?
No, it was the piano. But I didn't have the opportunity to have a piano because the piano, you know, is really, really expensive. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have a mandolin, so you can imagine that I couldn't have a piano. And I had like a gift of my mother when I was like 6 years old, like a small piano, you know. It was like 30 centimeters long, you know. So my family noticed that I have some skills in music because I could play all melodies I hear, of course Algerian melodies. And but after like 2 years, I lost my small piano, so I stopped, and then I started to play harmonica. You know?
We're still talking about childhood.
Yeah, and then it was like after a while it was broken, so I couldn't play it anymore. And then I got another plastic piano, so it was like really for children. It was like very bad quality. So I had it like 3 months, and I was like, oh, I want an instrument. I always want an instrument. And I felt in love with clarinet, you know. And the clarinet, I had like one plastic one. It was like for small children, you know, just clarinet, like a bad one. So I learned it also, but I never had a real instrument until I got this kind of difficult guitar from my uncle. It was like the beginning of my career, let's say.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was like, I don't know, I was like 13 or 14, you know. So I started to play with this acoustic guitar. It was very hard, and it was very pleasing in the same time, because I used to come back from school and I was like just playing guitar like crazy. Like, and then after when I understood that it's like a serious thing, I was like working like 15 hours a day, you know, guitar. You know? So.
What about school?
Yeah, the school. My father was very, very hard with us, you know. So I couldn't go outside if I wouldn't have like very good notes at school. So I was like somehow, I would say, obliged to be good at school, to go and play outside with my friends, you know. So I was like good at school, not because I wanted it. I was forced.
You had to.
I had to. Yeah. No way with my father.
ويا جلالي داوي حالي ويا دلالي ويا دلالي يالي يالي ويا جلالي داوي حالي ويا دلالي ويا دلالي يالي يالي ويا جلالي ويا جلالي داوي الحال.
So this regards the instruments that you wanted to play when you were a kid.
Yes.
What about songwriting?
Songwriting, yes. The first song I wrote.
And singing.
Yes, the first song I wrote, I was like 15. You know, perhaps like 14. I start like playing melodies and creating some new melodies, and I found it ridiculous, of course. And I found like some strange chords on the guitar, like chords that we don't normally play because we normally play like C major, G major, whatever. And I was like finding a chord called, for the people who are hearing us and know the music, it was like A minor 6. So I discovered this chord like by chance, and then I composed a song, English song. I was singing in English, and I was like, feel ridiculous, you know. But I
remember the lyrics?
Yes, I think I remember the lyrics. It was like about love, of course, because I've been hearing like a lot of Beatles songs, and it was all about love, you know. So, but I don't really remember. But I recorded it later on, and I should bring it out one day, you know. So it was the first composition ever. So thank you for the interview. I completely forgot.
Reminded you.
Yeah. Really. I will remember the name. I will tell you.
Okay. We'll wait for that. So you were the first, not only Algerian but African artist to be admitted to the prestigious university or music university of Cologne in Germany. How did that make you feel?
I didn't know it in the beginning, until a guy came to the university where I was studying, and he told me, "Are you Djamel Laroussi?" I said yes. He told me, "I would like to make an interview with you." It was like WDR radio. It's like an important radio in Germany, and it was not far away from this university. And he told me, "Do you know that you are the first African ever here?" I said, "Really?" I didn't know. Okay, so I made an interview. I was happy about it, but years later I was like a little proud to be the first African to be admitted in that school, because it was really hard to be accepted.
Yeah,
it was like, I remember when I had my exams, it was, you have to make an exam, a theoretical exam, and then if you are good in the theory, so you can play for like 5 teachers, like jury, you know, and they took like three guys. We were like 400 or something. So a lot of people, you know, there are a lot of guitarists on this planet, you know. Yeah. But like trumpet is like less students, you know. Perhaps there are like 50 or something, and drummers also not a lot, but more than trumpet players. But guitar players, so many, you know, and. But my mindset was not even to compare myself to anyone. I I was like very surprised to hear this guy playing while we were waiting for our tour, and they were great musicians, great guitar players. But and I say, oh wow, I don't know if I will be accepted, but my mindset was like, I will be accepted,
But you were not only accepted, but you were among the best at your university, right?
Afterwards,
yeah.
Yes, I had like the best notes. It doesn't mean that I am the best, but I had the best notes, because the other ones, like in every discipline, if you are not serious enough, you are not going to shine. You can shine, but you're not especially good. Yeah. Yes.
So, though you've been living in Germany for decades, Algeria is still strongly present in your music. Is that intended?
Yes, of course. It's present in my chromosomes, everywhere, in my bones, in my blood. So when you live in Algeria, like your childhood and everything, so you are so Algerian, you cannot become German. Not anything. It was in the beginning, not, of course, because when you are in Algeria, you don't like what is in your country. I mean, not Algeria. Any in general, when I see German
young
friends,
people?
No, I mean also German people. In Germany they don't like classic music. The normal German people, if they come to Algeria or they go to Africa, they want to learn African music, and they say, classic music is like, it's their music, but you always realize the treasure you have once you are away from it, So once I started to study and to play rhythms of my country in Germany, I realized how complicated it is for them to play our music. And it was like, for me, unbelievable that they don't understand the easiest rhythms we use here. So I started to mix up our music with like jazz music, with pop music, with classic music, and it made like my music. It's like a mixture of different styles.
Yeah.
So I love mixing different. How you say, like
music styles.
Yeah, music styles, exactly.
Yeah.
زينة 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 أرض بلادي زينة 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 أرض أجدادي مرحبا بالضيف لي جا زارنا أرض بلادي مرحبا بالضيف لي جا زارنا أرض أجدادي بويرة بسكرة جاية سوق هراستي جل غردايا باتنا خصنطينا الغواط ستفتي على التامن راست اشلف والطارق تندف بومرقة سيدي بالعباس غدرة المعسكر وبشهر تبساتي سمسيلت بليدة وتي بازار عين الدفلة برج بوعريري جاين تموشن تعنبا إليزي خنشلة مسيلة ميلا والقلاس كي كدا والسعيدة غيلي زان الواد العاصمة تيزي وزود المسان جلفة ومدية وهرن صغانم ومن البواقي البيض قالمة ونعامة زينة 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 أرض بلادي.
So, Djamel Laroussi, you've performed with renowned artists worldwide. As an example, you have toured with Stevie Wonder's band, and you played with many jazz musicians. What did such experiences add to your art?
It was great experiences, and in the same times, when I was already in Algeria, I used to play this music, like Stevie Wonder music and jazz music. And then when I was in Germany, I learned more about arrangements, about harmony, and so I understood quickly their music, and it was like a great experience. But I didn't learn much more than what I learned when I was alone, It was just great, of course. And, of course, to play with Stevie Wonder, it was like a dream, because Stevie Wonder is like one of the best musicians of this century. And I used to play all his songs here. So when I
So you realized your dream.
yes, it was not even it was crazy because I would never think that I will play one day with him. It's like completely ridiculous, you know. And the guy who called me is a drummer who plays with a lot of musicians. It's called Gin Wogong. He's a drummer, and he plays with Mani Dibango. He used to play with Mani Dibango, and he called me and he told me, Djamel, you know, Stevie Wonder is looking for you, you know. I say no, I thought he was joking because it was like just a message, and I said, you know, Michael Jackson also. It was like this. They all ran after me, you know, but I don't want to play with him. It was like we were just joking, and he called me again. He told me, no, really, he's looking like for people who make who have some success in like world music, like North African, South African, West African. So he was looking for these guys from Africa, and I was hired to play with him. So it was like a big honor for me, and it was like in the same time, why me? You know, it's crazy. Yeah. But why me? The answer is because if you are a little bit everywhere, so they notice you. If you stay at home, nobody will notice you. So they are like great musicians here in Algeria. I know really great musicians who are always at home, and they don't go to people and they don't meet people, so nobody will know them, you know. Yeah. So you have to move to be discovered. So
you are now a member of the band
Wildesholz.
Die Wildesholz. Thanks for helping me with the pronunciation. Yeah. Tell us about it.
Yes, they are friends of mine, you know. They used to come to my concerts when I was in Germany, and later on they had like this band, and they invited me to play as a guest with them. And then Anton, the guitar player, he had a heart attack, and he died unfortunately very, very young. And they asked me, it was like 2019 or something, to tour with them. But they play very much, you know. They tour a lot, you know. They have like at least 150 concerts in the year, like 200 concerts, you know. They could play 250 concerts in the year. They play like crazy. So I was touring with them like 2019 and 2020 until the 13th of March, because then it was Corona. Mm-hmm. No, nobody could play, a pandemic, yeah. And so we had like in 1.5 year like about like 200 concerts, you know. It was really very much, you know, too
intense.
Much. Yeah, intense. And now I'm not playing with them anymore. Just sometimes they call me just as a guest, special guest. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Djamel Laroussi, let's talk about your new song. Yes. So you released a song entitled Mask, and you have just finished the filming of the music video in Al Bayt province here in Algeria. Tell us about this song.
Yes, you know, I always wanted to have a song which is like a little bit sounding like rock, and a little bit like Rai music also. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of Rai rock music, you know, spirit of Rai and spirit of rock. And the song is the first time that I sing in English officially. I used always to sing in English when I was younger, so I could have a guitar and sing all Beatles songs or Rolling Stone or Stevie Wonder or whatever. So, but
now your songs.
Yeah. But the people know me, you know, for my Algerian music, and I decided now to sing in English and in Arabic. So, it's a mixture. And the mask is it's because the theme is like about, you know, each person is wearing a lot of masks, you know. Mm-hmm. So we always wear a mask, whether you are in front of your friend or your husband or your wife or your father or your teacher or your chief, you know. So and it's difficult to be yourself, really, you know. So it's the song talks about that, you know, that you should be yourself, and you will get your public, you know, your people, yeah. Whether you are good or not, you know. There are a lot of let's say, not good people, for me or for you, but everything is relative, what is good, what is not good, and even if you are a good person, if you are a good person, you will meet the people who are like in harmony with you. And if you're a bad person, you have also friends, like you. So the song is about that, and the refrain is in English.
So why did you decide to do the music video in Al-Bayt province in Algeria?
Because it's a very nice place. In Brezina, it's called Brezina. It's like the Nevada. It looks like it's like the Algerian Nevada a little bit, and the song is like a little bit spiritual. So it was for us North African people. When you see the desert and the how you say the Sahara. I mean, it's just it's. I find it good to the lyrics, to be there. To
the theme of the song.
To the theme, exactly, to the theme of the song, and it's like completely crazy because a little bit rock, and then you see the desert. It has nothing to do with it, and it's like when you wear a mask in your life. You are a person. You are perhaps a very happy person, but you have a colleague at work or something who is like bad to you, so you try your best to be bad also, but you are not a bad person, So it's like the song is like the place we choose a little bit, and the clothes I had also, So yes.
So it talks about the controversies of the human being.
Yes, exactly, because we are like controversial, all of us,
Yeah.
There's a lot of controversy in what we say, what we do, what we are really, So take off the mask that's on your face, and the world will be a better place.
ايشك معطرني في وسطك وصعب الامور يوصلها. Take off the mask that's on your face, and get yourself you can embrace. I take the mask off of my face, the world will be a better place.
So, is it true that you play the guitar upside down?
Yes, I play it upside down because I didn't know, and nobody told me that I should play it the way it should be played, Because normally, when my uncle brought me this guitar, he has gone to a shop, and said, I need a guitar for my nephew, So they say, this guitar is great, And of course, a right-handed guitar, because they would never think I have to give him a left-handed guitar, And
you are left-handed, right?
I am left-handed, and I play a guitar right-handed, so I play 2 times upside down. One time because I played the other way around, and the second, the strings should be reversed, And I didn't do it, so I really play completely wrong. But as I said before, as long as you don't know that something is forbidden, it's allowed.
Too bad that you don't have your guitar with you today.
Yes.
We wanted to see that.
Yes.
So now if I ask you about one of your songs that all Algerians love, can you guess what would that song be? Which song?
Probably Étoile filante, Shooting Star, Jilali Dawi Hari.
Yeah. What's the secret of this song, by the way?
The only secret is, if ever it's a secret, if it's a secret, it's the love to what you do in your life, So I love what I do, and I don't think too much of what people could think, or I don't think too much about money or success. I just do what I love, and you find your people. It's like the mask, If you are yourself, you are what you think you are, You are what you think you are. Mm-hmm. You are the reflection of your thoughts. So there is no secret. I just made it in a moment where I needed to make it, and it worked, Yeah. I had the chance that it worked, and I'm happy.
We've been happy to listen to this song for decades. It's been a hit for decades.
Yeah, thank you.
Anything you want to add now that we come to the end of our interview?
I started to have like Instagram, and taking more care of it, and try to post some stuff, and Facebook and YouTube. Of course, on YouTube I put my new songs, so if someone wants to hear my new songs, they are now all on YouTube, because in this modern world, we don't need any more like CDs like before, or vinyls or whatever. So every time when I compose a song, I go to the studio, I make the audio of it, and then I try to make a video clip if it's possible, and put it on YouTube. Djamel Laroussi YouTube account, or Instagram is also Djamel Laroussi, and Facebook also Djamel Laroussi.
So Djamel Laroussi, an Algerian singer, composer, songwriter, and guitar player. It's been an honor to enjoy this talk with you, and thank you so much for accepting our invitation and being with us for the first time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
À chaque fois que je pense à elle, l'appeler revit et ça fait mal. Tout à coup c'était le soleil, sans abri tout devient fatal. Oh mon Dieu comme elle était belle, en la voyant tout devenait pâle. Étoile filante dans mon sommeil, je trouvais dans mes nuits une rivale. Moi ya Jilali dawi l'hal, moi ya Jilali dawi l'hali, moi ya Dallali, moi ya Dallali yali yali, moi ya Jilali dawi l'hali.